So UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi, Robert Whittaker versus Ronda the Ritter just wrapped up, and boy, do I have some takes because a lot of people will not be happy with a lot of the things that I have to say. It was a good card overall. I'm going to be breaking it down, giving you my thoughts and opinions because I think my thoughts and opinions will resonate. I think that's the word. Will resonate with a lot of the MMA community. And yeah, man, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna have some really hot takes. I hope people don't hate me for this shit, but like, no, man, it's about times a lot of these things stop, and I'm getting tired of it. So I'm gonna be breaking it down, starting wherever I started the card. I don't think I start from the scratch. I woke up. This shit started hella early. I forgot it was in Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna be honest, and I woke up like I don't know how many fights, or it could be the first fight. I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. But yeah, let's hop into the fight that I joined. This is the fight that I joined. So I want to start with saying I've made a header for this, but I completely deleted it because I was angry and typing really fast, right? I don't understand why the UFC keeps going to Abu Dhabi when the crowd sucks there, bro. Like, I'm talking about like just no life in the crowd, right? It's starting, big moments are happening, fighters are getting knocked down, and there's just no pop from the crowd. Very rarely do you get a decibel, like past a certain number. I don't know how to measure decibels in sound, but very rarely do you get past a certain like audio level of the crowd, bro. Very rarely, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, but I digress. They always get the best cards anyways. I don't understand why you get cards that are this good if you're not gonna like embrace it, and like, you know, as freaking Azerbaijan or whatever it's called was more happy for the freaking card, and the card wasn't even that great, you know, even though it was an okay card, but it wasn't by any means close to this, okay? But I digress. They need to fix that. The crowd needs to be more hyped. Just a bunch of people just sitting down, trying to look cool, trying to look like they have money, just being freaking snobs, and it's so annoying to watch all the fucking time. Make some noise when the fighters are doing good shit, because not everyone in the world gets good shit done for them, bro. We barely get anything good for us, bro. You guys get it and you don't fucking appreciate it. Like, make some noise when the guy gets knocked down 6 times, bro. Okay? And this is why I am happy that this is when I joined. Because I got to watch watch their boy get freaking mollywopped by freaking Steven. Like, I'm telling you, I think this is the record for the most knockdowns in like in a fight in the UFC's history, bro. Like, Muhammad Yahya versus Steven Ngannou, or however you say his name. Steven, fucking thank you, bro. Fucking thank you, bro. Because we got to see something. We got to see the Abu Dhabi crowd in real time realize, oh shit, oh boy can't fight. As if you didn't know that already. As if Muhammad Yahya hasn't been getting mollywopped already. But I digress. So, freaking, I think it started pretty early, bro. It started pretty early because Yahya just doesn't have anything to gain, any respect on the feet. I think he landed one good strike in round 2, right? But nothing to gain respect. Barely a mark on Steven, right? And the whole fight, like, he just couldn't. I guess he tried to bite down because I think in round 2 he got a knockdown, and he tried to bite down to some extent. But it was just amazing watching the Abu Dhabi crowd realize in real time, we are getting our ass mollywopped. This is our only guy, our only fighter that we have in the UFC, and he's getting absolutely fucking railed. And God, did I fucking enjoy watching that. That's what you freaking get for getting the good cards and not appreciating them. Just sitting there in your freaking shades inside, in your white robes, trying to look cool. Just literally just trying to look cool for no reason. Like, nobody cares, little bro. Move the fuck on. That pissed me off, just watching the fighters. Like, even when these knockdowns are happening, you're watching history, right? A guy knocking down your guy. So I'm not saying that you should be cheering that your dude is getting his ass whooped, right? But give some reaction. Be like, oh, or something, or come on, something. You know, you're just sitting there. Yeah, man. I'm Muslim, and my shades look cool. That's it. That's all I'm getting from it. Very few people in the crowd are making any noise. But I digress. I'm gonna get off that point. Muhammad Yahya got his ass absolutely whooped. But we also need to talk about freaking Steven's lack of ability to finish a fight. Like, so many times he has him hurt, out, And all he has to do is just not pay attention, just swipe they teach you this in basic MMA, bro. You just swipe the legs across and you drop elbows, you drop ground and pound. You don't have to go in the guard. You really don't. You get some control of the of the legs when you're going for ground and pound, and you just push it up. You just push it aside and fall at the same time. It's not difficult. I don't understand why every fighter decides to absolutely just force their way through the guard and gives the guy a chance of to survive. It's so stupid. You just swipe the legs across and you drop into side control. Not half guard, right? Not full guard. You drop into side control. You literally sweep the legs across, or you drop with the elbow, or you drop with the ground and pound, but the legs, you shouldn't be between them. It's that easy, and fighters need to learn this. I feel like a lot of fighters, it's their first time ever like dropping somebody, so they're so happy that they're not like following up. I don't know if you've never dropped someone before, if they're not like fighting hard enough in the gym or whatever, but they're just so, it's not happening, bro. It's happening so much that like the lack of the ability to finish the fight when you have the guy completely out, right? Like at one point, Steven dropped Muhammad, right? Dropped Yahya, right? On his back, and Yahya, you can see the eyes are rolling and Yahya's looking like nowhere, right? And for some reason, he chooses to open the guy's legs. Like, it's an instinct, bro. For a lot of fighters, once you feel someone falling into your guard, you pull up, you try to get your butterflies, it's just instinct. You pull your guard. It's instinct when someone comes between your legs. Pause. Right? Comes between your legs. Damn, I'm really going deep into this one. But it's instinct for a lot of fighters. So I don't understand how you can't just swipe the leg across. It gives you more control. You get wrist control on one side, keep your pressure, and ground and pound, bro. It's not that you don't have to go in the middle of the guard. I don't understand, but I digress. Muhammad Yahya got his ass whooped. Thank God I got to watch everyone in Abu Dhabi realize they don't have any good UFC fighters. And the Muslim fighters that they're claiming, it's not theirs. They're claiming all the Russians. They're claiming all the Dagestanis, which are Russians too. It's not your fighter, bro. So move on. I digress, right? So round 3, Billy. Literally just a glorified sparring match. Nothing really happened. Like, nothing crazy really happened. What's his name? Freaking like good mid kicks, I guess, from Billy. But like, I want to put teeps, by the way. I couldn't spell teeps. Good mid kicks. Nothing too crazy really happened. Like, I don't know. It's literally just a glorified sparring match. Nothing crazy happened. They both looked okay, but I gave the fight to Billy. He won. We move on, right? Amanda Ribas versus Tabitha Ritchie, however the fuck you say her name, right? Good fight, okay. Believe it or not, the women's MMA fight was actually a lot better than the fight that we saw before. It's crazy when a women's MMA fight comes back to bring the crowd, not the crowd wasn't doing shit anyways, bring us who are watching back into the momentum, brought the momentum up. Not great, still a women's MMA fight, but they brought it back. I'm really proud. I'm not proud. I'm really okay with what Tabitha Ritchie was like. I see the vision. That's what I'm trying to say. I see the vision of what she was trying to do. Right? I see the vision of what she was trying to do. But she almost lost her fight. She really almost lost her fight. It was an easy fight to win, in my opinion, right? Because Amanda Ribas, she just has length. She has reach, right? But she doesn't have pop. As long as you can really out muscle her, it's not that hard to do. And to see Ritchie almost lose this fight, it was kind of unfortunate to watch. They could have been a little bit more entertaining, but they brought it back from the freaking sleeper fest that we had right before that, right? Throughout the fight, Ritchie had good control, but she wasn't doing much good clinch work, good control in the clinch, but she wasn't doing a lot of offensive she wasn't getting any offensive strikes, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? I'm trying to rush through this because I'm trying to get to the fights I actually want to talk about. But she wasn't throwing a lot of offense. And the one offense that she actually did get, right, was in round 2 with some elbows. For some reason, she decided in round 2, okay, now that I've had my elbow right there without it being guarded or anything, which she could have done in round 1 too and gotten a lot of damage. But for some reason, she was just okay with clinching and just getting soft taps and whatever from freaking Ribas, right? But for some reason she decided in round 2, oh wait, I have an elbow, right? And for some reason, right, Ribas just decided not to defend the elbow at all. You got hit with the first one right on your eye socket, right? That should hurt like hell. You could really see it, right? It crumbled her, right? And for some reason, she decided, let me not make any adjustments. Let me not try to hold the elbow. Let me not try to like turn off, put my head on the other, pummel my head to the other side. Nothing. She just has to put her eye there and say, hit me in the eye, you know? Which is gonna be a theme throughout this card. Well, not really a theme, but it's gonna happen again throughout this card. A lack of willingness to adapt or to like learn and like make changes to whatever the fuck's happening to you in the fight. From I don't understand how you're a professional fighter and things are happening to you real time and you can't make just slight adjustments just to change one little thing that you're doing that's getting you fucked up and just like change you. That could potentially change the course of the fight. I understand why a lot of them just refuse to do that. It's gonna happen again, trust me, you're gonna see it again, right? But I digress. Good fight. Good stoppage by Tabitha Ricci. Good ground and pound on the ground. Head strikes, like she did really good. On the, believe it or not, it was the women's MMA fight that actually finished the fight on the ground when she got it to the not on the ground against the cage, but hats off to her, bro. It was good finish. Good finish. We move on, right? Damon Blackshear versus Davy Grant, right? Davy Grant does it again. He's been doing it for so long. He goes away, he wins a fight, goes away for years, has some random surgery, come back, right, and stops another prospect, and then he loses a fight that's supposed to move him up in the rankings, but he stops another prospect, and he saw every year. It's like he has to get like at least one freaking prospect a year. I don't know. We continue. Damon Blackshear, embarrassing, really, just completely embarrassing, right? Tried to grapple the old guy, tried to grapple Unk in the first round, had a lot of success in the control time, right? And then for some reason, which I keep in mind, Davy Grant's 39, right? I don't remember how old Blackshear is, but he's significantly younger than Grant, right? And to see him go in there and try that tactic when you're the bigger guy, the younger guy, the stronger guy, and to still go in there and to try to wrestle and then to fail at trying to wrestle, it's mind-blowing that you could like be that stupid to me. I don't know why. It's just I don't know, man. Round 2, Davy Grant flipped the switch, right? Good takedowns, but like it wasn't like a lot of takedowns. He had one good takedown, I think. Stuffed a lot, and I mean a lot of Blackshear's takedowns, right? Stuffed a lot of Blackshear's takedowns. Did really good with the takedown defense and just decided to turn up the strikes. Really decided to turn up the strikes, and his combos are what really won him that fight. If I'm being 100% honest, his combos are really what won him that fight. My bad about my note takings. I just literally have it on my keyboard here while I'm watching the fight. I'm just jotting things down. So my bad. Shitty note taking. Don't care if I spell shit incorrectly. Fuck you. Right, but in round 2 we saw Davy Grant kind of flip that switch a little bit, sharper strikes, ending in strikes with like more combos, not just this one strike, not just the same repetitive strikes over and over, not just the 1-2, not just only a jab, following it up, body head combo, not combos, but like really good, like going to the body and then the head, going to the head and then the body, mixing stuff up, hitting some leg kicks. That leg kick was helping him out. I'm sorry Joe Rogan wasn't there to be like, that leg is really done, man. Like, that leg is compromised. I'm sorry freaking Joe Rogan wasn't there. I guarantee you'd have heard that spammed a couple of times to the broadcast, but we digress. Freaking, good work from Davy Grant in round 2. Round 3, he really turned it up again. Like, solid striking, bro. I'm telling you. Solid striking, all around from Davy Grant. Like, just showing like more grit. Damon Blackshear seemed scared to get hit, and he would land one good punch and then just back out. Whenever Davy Grant landed any good strikes, he followed it up. Right, good body head combos. That's what really won him this fight. It's the leg kicks, because you could see Damon Blackshear kind of switching stances randomly throughout the fight, so you know the leg kicks were getting to him. And it's the body shots that he wasn't able to like really counter, and he was kind of reacting a lot to the body shots, and that allowed freaking Davy Grant to hit a lot of good headshots. But all in all, it's really good to see the Unks coming out on top. I'm telling you, man, 2025, year of the Unks, the year of the Unks. Fuck, I'm talking too fast. I'm trying to rush this to get to the fights, bro. But I digress. Good fight, man. We move on to the next round, right? Carlos Lee versus wait, which one was it? Yeah, Carlos Lee versus freaking, I don't understand. Why would you like? It's always Islam or Muslim for a lot of these guys. It's funny though. I digress, right? That was how do I put this, right? I don't understand, right? Why Carlos decided that being this aggressive, knowing that freaking Muslim, it's the same Muslim feeling. How do you say his last name? Salikov, right? I'm gonna say Salikov from now, right? I don't want to say just Muslim. It feels like I'm just, you get my point, right? It feels like Carlos just didn't have any brain cells, didn't do any like didn't watch any tape, he's never seen the guy fight. For some reason he decided to go out there and try to impose his will in the dumbest way possible. Quite literally the dumbest way possible, right? Just walking down, hands guard not high enough, just like thinking by some miracle that you can just impose your will on a guy that has really good left hooks, like actually good like left hooks. And not to mention, you're circling off towards the guy's power side most of the times. He's lucky it's a left hook that got him, right? I think it was the left hook. I'm pretty sure it was the left hook that got him, right? I'm pretty sure it was the left hook. But yeah, round one, Salikov, not brutal, I think flatline basically, right? I think it was a clean flatline. I think it was, I don't know if he was moving after. I was just trying to I barely paid attention. After I saw him got knocked out, I was kind of like out of my seat. But yeah, really good KO. Really good KO. Dumb game plan from Carlos. Just decided, oh yeah, let me just try to walk a guy down that actually has power in his hands with zero defense on my side. So that's what you get for being kind of stupid. This is what I wanted to get to. This is my fight. This is what I wanted. Like, you don't understand how happy this makes me. Watching Bryce Mitchell, right, go out there and mollywop Said Nurmagomedov, right? Like, bro, I don't know, right? Like, Bryce had really good clinch work, right? And really good knees. He was kind of getting pieced up in the stand-up, right? Got dropped, I think, wait, which round did he get dropped by? Yeah, got dropped walking into a freaking knee, right? In the first round, right? I don't understand, man. How you're supposed to be at, like, finally the Dagestanis got what they've been doing to us done to them. Finally, and out of all people to do it to him, it's Bryce fucking Mitchell, baby. Bryce went out there and put a pep on him now. Like, bro, you have no idea how delighted I was. I know you know that somewhere in the world there are some Dagestanis and Russians screaming, "Robot blood work!" Like, you know, somewhere in the world there's some Dagestani Russians, "Robot blood, robot work blood!" Like, bro, you know, somewhere in the world they're getting angry watching fucking Bryce and Mitchell out wrestle Said Nurmagomedov. You know he's going back to that gym to get slapped. He's cleaning the gym for the rest of the week, like the rest of his life. Even if he somehow becomes champ in the future, he's cleaning the fucking gym forever. No respect on his name, bro. Bryce went out there and absolutely dominated. The one thing I will say though, Bryce wasn't doing as much work in the clinches, which is like what a lot of these Russian wrestlers have been doing to us for a long time, right? But he wasn't putting enough strikes in his clinches, right? Really good control, but just not enough output, but still really good control. Getting takedowns, out muscling Said Nurmagomedov, bro, which I didn't like. I know Bryce looks so happy coming to this fight, and he's saying he wants to spice up the division. I don't really think the division needs spicing up, but it's really good to see him go out there and actually impose his will, right? After good comeback after getting knocked down in the first round by a knee, right? Really good comeback, bro, which is like, you don't understand how happy I was. And then at the end of this, right? Wait, what the fuck am I right here? Oh yeah, dominant Bryce round, bro. Really, after just a dominant performance, getting to watch Bryce go out there and talk about Jesus Christ in front of a room full of Muslims, which they've been doing this again. I'm not making this religious or anything. It's just kind of funny because they've been doing it to us for years, right? They'll win and they'll they'll talk about their religion. They make the whole interview about their religion, right? The whole time, and we would still cheer for them, right? But watching the the roles reversed onto them, right? And them just like nobody cheering and not celebrating nothing, right? Even after I'm telling you, Bryce went out there and read a whole scripture, bro. He read a whole Bible verse after absolutely dominating Said Nurmagomedov, which is just freaking amazing, bro. You have no idea. I'm genuinely happy about this. It's just good to like give them a taste of their own medicine. I bet they were happy about all that wrestling in this fight. I bet they weren't. But we move on. GG's to Bryce. Good freaking win. The boys from Arkansas, happy as hell. Like, went out there and wrangled them at Agastani, bro. Alright, Nikita Krylov versus Bagdan Guskov, right? Fuck. So many names. So many of these names. It's hard to remember the last names, bro. I think it was it round 1 or I think it was around 1. I think it was around 1 KO, right? The whole time I thought Gustav was gonna walk into a head kick because he was keeping his hands really low, keeping his like even when Nikita Krylov was backing up, he was keeping his Gustav was keeping his head. I keep fucking up the last name, so he was keeping his head really low with his striking, and he was circling off right towards the right power leg of freaking Krylov, right? The whole fight, for some reason, he just like keep in mind, really good head movement, but head movement can only do so much against a fucking kick. There's only so many things you can do against a kick, you know, with it when your hands are completely down. That was a good fight, good finish, like just like dominant, really. He didn't seem to be scared at all out there. I think he got cut, like, but overall a dominant performance. I want to move on from this fight really quick. I want to get to the ones that I actually care about, right? This fight was a really good fight, right? Asu, I had him winning overall because Jose, I know he's not gonna do that great on the ground. I was kind of worried about the the size difference because Asu is a little bit smaller compared to Jose, and I know Jose is like really good, he can hit hard, but I kind of figured if Almaboyev could like get him to the ground successfully, if he was willing to risk a knee up the middle or something, he would be somewhat dominant. And he went out there and he did what he was supposed to do, man. I was kind of worried overall about like his lack of output because he wasn't getting a lot of like ground strike, which is another theme throughout this card. Not a lot of ground strike, but a lot of top control time, right? But really good. Jose Ochoa looked like he just didn't grapple a lot. You know, he was trying to get up, but every time he got up, Almaboyev, he would just progress to the next stage. You know, he would just like, okay, I'll let you get up, I'll take your back. Really good like back takes, by the way. Didn't progress it a lot to like do anything too crazy with it, but really good back takes overall, in my opinion. So that was a really, really good fight, right? We move on. By the way, freaking Asu Almaboyev, bro, these names are killing me. Asu Almaboyev, he won. I can't remember all these last names, bro. I'm sorry, because I'm trying to like think ahead. Shara Bullet Magomedov. Really good fight. I'll say this overall, improved takedown defense. He got rocked hard, right? In the second round. I think that's what broke his nose too. But really good kicks, really good leg kicks, really good movement. We know they expect this from Shara Bullet already, right? But Marc Andre, he was like another Canadian French guy just trying to be GSP, bro. You're not GSP, little bro. You're not gonna get these takedowns. The fact that a non-wrestler, just a pure striker that only has one eye, is seeing and stuffing all your takedowns, like, it's just embarrassing. And it was kind of funny just to watch a Canadian get his ass whooped again, as usual. See, like, but fuck it, like, we move on, bro. I don't want to move. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. I won't rush to get the freaking the fight section we'll talk about. Good fight overall for Shara Bullet, right? He improved takedown defense. I'm trying to remember. There's something else I want to I don't think I put it in my notes, right? Shara, like, yeah, always good stand up as usual. You know what to expect from him. Really good and improved takedown defense. There isn't that much to say about this freaking fight. He did get rocked, got his nose broken. I think this is one of his toughest fights that he's been in so far. when it comes to like damage that he's taken. Got his nose absolutely shattered by a Canadian in the second round, I'm pretty sure, right? But overall, a good fight, right? Good fight. I was kind of good to see him like kind of get tested after he got schooled by Michael Venom Page. But we move on. Petr Yan versus Marcus McGee. All in all, like in my opinion, a good fight. Really good fight. Marcus McGee put up more of a fight than I thought he was. They both kind of looked a little bit stiff in the first round and a half, right? But then you could see Petr Yan start to get his footing, start to open up a little bit more. Really good takedown defense as usual. Really good knees in the clinch. Really good uppercuts. Like Marcus McGee was more likely trying to win with more volume. You know, he wasn't like hitting super hard. He wasn't sitting on his shots as hard as he sat on like one or two of his like strikes overall, but he didn't really sit down and try to put out a lot of power on his strikes. Yan looked a bit stiff like throughout the first round and a half, but then he kind of loosened up midway through the second round. And that's in my opinion, of course, started putting it on Marcus McGee in the last round, especially like really tuning him up. Marcus McGee showing zero fight IQ, of course. Yan had back control after knowing he's up on significant strikes, standing there just holding on to Marcus McGee's back, and Marcus McGee is just there, not trying to pummel, not trying to turn around, not trying to do anything, just giving Yan the freaking control time. Not like, it's really just kind of annoying to me when you really like just freaking think about it, bro. It was kind of like, I'm just watching. We could have had like a banger last 2 minutes, and I don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming Yan either. I'm up on significant strikes. I got hit, like I think he got like, I doubt if Yan got hit hard really throughout the fight, right? He doesn't have to risk this guy like wailing some freaking overhands at his head in the last 2 minutes, but it just shows like a lack of ability to like adapt, to like not thinking, just giving up and accepting the position when you're a professional fighter and just letting the other fighter go away with the win. But whatever, man, I digress. We freaking continue, man. The fight that I really want to talk about now, the mood is gonna take a little bit of a change, but fuck, man. Like, I'm so sick and tired of all this bullshit, right? Rob, good job, right? Good job. Good 1-2s. Good hustle, like, in the first round, right? Looking like, okay, I think Rob came out here. This is my train of thought in the first round, right? Looking like Rob is coming out here like he's gonna put that freaking Australian pepper on it, right? Like he was gonna put in some work. That's what I thought go in the first round, right? Round 2, and for some reason, Whittaker decides he's gassed. Like, just he doesn't have anything left. He's never touched an airdyne bike in his life. He's not jogging apparently. And keep in mind, I love Robert Whittaker. He's one of my favorite fighters. I picked him to win in this fight. You know, I'm thinking Rob is hungry. He wants to get back, like, in the position to where he could get a fight, right? This is my train of thought going into this, right? And just watching him just accept stupid positions, right? Ryan the Ritter is just spamming up kicks. Just spamming the same kicks over and over again. And Robert, not up kicks, freaking knees, just spamming knees to the middle. And Robert Whittaker is still dipping his fucking head, throwing his shot. Years after people are calling you a good striker for years, that you lack the fundamentals to make a basic adjustment in a fight, bro. You got hit with, as soon as you got hit with the first 3 knees, you should have seen the game plan. Tall, lanky dude, right? Kick, bro. Kick the freaking legs. Guard up and kick the legs. Let him have something to think about, bro. Don't just do the same 1-2 over and over again, bro. The same 1-2 over and over again. Just a lack of like adaptability in the middle of a freaking, bro. I don't understand. These guys have been doing it for years, bro, and I hate that this guy's one of my favorite fighters, that I really wanted to see him get back into freaking title contention, bro. Like round 2, Audio had really good top control, bro. Again, Robert Whittaker just accepting the position until Audio makes some kind of a mistake and allows him to like get his knees under him to get up, and then just accepts the clinch against the cage. Rhino the Ritter didn't show like anything too impressive throughout this fight, bro. The same knees and clinch against the cage and sloppy body hooks, bro. Right throughout the fight, the same thing, the same knee. All you had to do was do a stutter step, just fake him, let him throw the knee, and then follow through after he threw the knee, bro. Any kind of adaptation in this fight would have helped you out. Just thinking with a brain cell instead of just spamming the 1-2, bro. Again, this is a theme that went throughout this card. Robert Whittaker knocked down Rhino the Ritter. Really, what round was it in? Right, I think it was in round 3, right? Knocked him down, whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. I can barely see this shit. It's kind of far from me. Knocked him down. Just a lack of finishing ability, bro. Like you're hitting the guy, forcing your way through the middle of his legs, bro. Swipe him across and drop an elbow. You're a big guy. Drop weight classes, bro. Don't stay in that fucking weight class or retire. Get the fuck out. I'm kind of tired of this, bro. I'm really like I'm kind of pissed off at this, bro. Like I really wanted Rob to win. I was really hoping like after this we'd get to see another Izzy versus Rob fight, or like I don't get me wrong. I get that what should happen is Rhino the Ritter should beat Robert Whittaker and move up to fight Adesanya. I know that's what should happen, right? But part of me that loves watching Robert Whittaker fight, because I've been watching fights for so long, wanted him to like push the issue for a freaking push the issue for just putting yourself back into that title contention, bro. Like you're saying you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Like you could see my frustration building, thinking like building throughout the card, bro. You could see it, like especially in round 3 and 4. Like that's where I'm getting like freaking like frustrated now, bro, because he's just looks like shit, bro. Like you've never jogged in your life. How are you this tired, bro? You're preparing for a 5-round fight, right? And you're just completely gassed. And then Rhino the Ritter, people are saying, no, he doesn't look great. Dracus Duplessis like smashes him, bro. As much as I hate to say it, I hate Dracus too, but Dracus Duplessis steps on Rhino the Ritter, bro. Izzy catches him coming in. Unless Izzy goes out there and does some dumb shit like what he usually does. Such good striking and just makes the stupidest mistakes. But I'm sitting here talking like I'm like I'm the best fighter in the fucking world. No, I'm not. I feel like a little pussy sitting here talking about this, but you get like, yeah, some self-awareness kicking in. I'm getting angry, but whatever. I'm continuing this fucking rant, bro. Just a lack of adaptability. I can see Rhino the Ritter doing the same dumb shit that he does with Izzy, and Izzy just faking him, letting him throw that stupid fucking knee and catching him. Rhino the Ritter, the same jab, crash into and hold you against the cage and just put some punches on your body, spamming the same knee. No adaptability with the knee, and Whittaker is just diving into the fucking knee every time, bro. Every time. Like this one really irked me, bro. Like this, it really irked me, bro. Like yeah, bro. I'm really like that, bro. That irked me, bro. Like, nah, that really hurt me, bro. Like that kind of pissed me off. Just watch, like you're so close. He was so close to getting the fucking title shot, bro, and he just threw it away because he's lazy and he didn't do any cardio. There's no way you can convince me that you did any cardio at all before the fight. You're making Rhino the Ritter doing or it's spamming the same things over and over. Robert Whittaker, the same punches, right? The same like uppercut entrance, like uppercut jab entrance that he does. The same jab entrance that he does. Just the 1-2. The same things. A leg kick every now and then. No body kicks. Spam a head kick and try and miss and then never do it again. No elbow, like just nothing. I'm seeing no creativity. No wonder you're getting your ass beat, because you're not giving the guy anything to think about. It's just rhythms that you have to go off of, right? And then you hit the guy and you had the chance to finish and you just threw it the fuck away because you couldn't just swipe his legs across and hit some ground and pound. Like, I'm just getting tired of this shit, bro, and I hate talking about one of my favorite fighters like this. I really love Rob, and I really want to see him back into in the title contention. I really believe that regardless, it would have been Rhino the Ritter versus Israel Adesanya next, regardless of win or loss. So I wanted to see freaking Rob get a chance to fight someone else, whether it be Izzy, or I get to see Izzy versus Rhino the Ritter next, and Izzy could move up off of one of them, maybe get back if he wants to try to go for a title again. I'm really hating the lack of ambition that Izzy showed to want to get back to the title again, but I digress again. Izzy, one of my favorite fighters. I think Izzy's in my top 3 for favorite fighters, but Fuck, man. I really wanted Whittaker to win, bro. He like, just a lack of adaptability, dude. Just lazy, bro. Just lazy work just lazy work, in my opinion. And I think he could do a lot better. But I digress again. I don't know what to say, man. I'm like, at least I got this video out of the way. I'll see you guys in the next card, I guess. This ruined the card for me, bro. I was really hoping that Rob could bring it home. If he brought it home, it would have been a like really, really, like, you know, just, I don't know. It would have been one of the perfect ways to end this card. Peter Yan won. Bryce Mitchell went out there and put on a clinic. Beautiful. Wrangled the Madagestani, like, just looking good, bro. Overall, a good card, bro. And then he went out there and freaking did this, bro. This would have been the card for me, bro. Really. But yeah, I shall see you guys in the next video, man. Take care. Peace. I'm sorry I didn't get to stream the fight.